Hey everybody, this is Sterling Perry with Cent Media Marketing, here to present to you the fourth quarter marketing pass, the fastest path to cash. I am pleased to be with you this evening and thanks for jumping on. Now, I intend to make this training as quick as possible. I really want to share with you some things that you can really use right now in your business to jumpstart um, things for you. Now, if anybody knows me, they know that I'm passionate about small business owners who have a dream, who, you may be at the kitchen table, you may be on the train watching this, but you know what? You've got that dream to start a business, and by all means, go for it. So, today, we're going to go for about maybe 25 minutes or so, and really, I'm going to break down to you everything that you need to know starting a business. Okay? So, first of all, what is marketing? It's communicating valuable messages that drives a person to take action. And the keywords here are bolded here: valuable messages, not just spam messages that don't resonate with anybody, that are not relatable to anybody, but valuable messages. Some remarkable, relatable content that drives a person to take action. That's what marketing is. It's communicating your value proposition to your ideal buyer, and that's as simple as it is. Now, some things to help you out here. When you get marketing here, identify your business. Who are you as a company in 160 characters or less? Without the jargon, just in a tweet if you can. Just take a sentence or two and define your company. You know, define it as define what you do. And the easiest way to do this is to define what you do to your child. Or if you could break it down to elementary school level, if you were to go do a talk at a school and you had to tell kids, it's career day, you got to tell them what you do. If you can break that down to that simple, just base information, you'll have your answer there. Also, you want to take a look at what are you strong at and what are you weak at. If you're a solopreneur right now, I can tell you that one of your weaknesses is time. There's only so much that you can do in a day. You are wearing many hats and you are juggling your projects as well as, working in the business and on the business at the same time. One of your time constraints is weakness. Um, there's a lot of virtual retailers out here these days that I'm seeing, whether women are just crushing it right now with the online boutiques and with the online desserts and with the online jewelry. It's just getting amazing. So, if you're a virtual company, one of your strengths is that you're virtual. You have reduced inventory. You have reduced overhead. Some of these things that really that you could use to your advantage. You're a lot more nimble than your competition is. So, your competition being the brick and mortar stores here. And another thing that you want to take a look at is, what are your greatest opportunities for growth? Meaning is that, do you see your industry growing? What innovative things that you can do in your business, that can really, set you apart from the competition. Are you doing things differently? Kind of you identify your X factor and really play to your strengths. But, if if what you're doing right now is not traditionally done online, and you've got an idea to take your business or take an aspect of your business and shift it online, that can really disrupt the marketplace, go for it. That's definitely an opportunity for strength. I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he's got this business advantage course that's really great. And he asks the question of what business are you really in? You know, if you're an accountant, as you see, you're in the business of saving businesses money. Um, if you've got a product, you're in the business of saving people time. Let's say, uh, you're a lawyer. You're in the business of protecting people. To really make this hone in with you, is something that you can do is just tie in what you do to an emotional need for your buyers. Just take a minute to think about that. What need, what emotional need do you really satisfy for your clients and customers? What exactly are you feeling for them? And that's going to let you know what business that you are really in. The next thing for fourth quarter, and these are just all baseline things that you should already have in your playbook. But what I wanted, what I want you to do is kind of redefine these things and really own them, because what this is going to do as your marketing, this is going to give you the edge that you need in the fourth quarter to really hone in on what it is that you do great, and who exactly you are targeting. So your value proposition is just so key. You know, your your value proposition is the primary reason why people buy from you. You know, and it's your X factor. It's what makes you different from your competition. And here's the key thing. You and your competitor may match on every single level except for one, and that's your X factor. That's the one that you own. That's the one that you excel at. That's the one that you can do better than anybody else on the planet. And that's the one that you want to exploit and really take advantage of. And that this is the way that you become the best choice for your ideal customer. Once you own your X factor, the choice is clear. All right, to attract customers now, you need a great bot. And what BOD is, it's an acronym for brand, outcome, and differentiator. Do this exercise. If your brand could be summed up in one word, what would it be? In your outcome, what is the final outcome that you help your clients achieve? If you can sum it up in one line. I want you to think, going back to that emotional need, what's the final outcome that you provide for your customers? And the last one is differentiator. What makes you inherently different from your competition? And look, it can't be price, because these days someone will always say that they can do it cheaper. So to give you an example of how this works and how it looks, I'm going to use myself as an example. My brand, I like to call it passionate, because I'm passionate about my clients. I'm passionate about what I do. My clients hire me to help them leverage the internet to gain more customers. And so I really have to be passionate and in tune with my clients' businesses, so that way I can learn what it is that they do great. I can find their X factor, exploit it for them, and along the way build some great tools that they can use along the way, i.e. having their website, having a great social media campaign, great email campaign going on. These are just some of the things that we do for our clients here on a daily basis with Scent Media Marketing. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you is that my brand is passionate. The outcome that I deliver is actually more business. That's the final outcome I help my clients achieve. I help them achieve a thriving online community. What makes me different? I'm a one-stop shop. We do, not only do we do websites, we do logos, we do online video production, graphic design, we do social media marketing. So our clients come to us with just, the burning desire to get online and to reach their target market, and they're happy that they came to us because we can take care of everything. We're a one-stop shop. So it's great to know who's your ideal customer. Now that we've done all of this work on learning about ourselves and taking the outside perspective of our businesses, one of the things that we need to do is define who is your ideal customer. And then, since You may be in business right now. This is a kind of an easy exercise that you can do, just to know your customer. You can conduct some research on some past customers that you really enjoyed working with, and you can also do some social media prospecting via LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook. You know, social media is great for listening. You will learn exactly what your customers are looking for because they will tell you exactly what their pain points are. And that's the key. The key to winning customers in the fourth quarter is to know them intimately and then anticipate their needs. Provide that solution ahead of time. Let them know that you're there. Market to them in a way that appeals directly to them, that it relates to them, and then give them an irresistible offer. But the only way that you can do that is if you know your ideal customer. And some things that you want to know about them are their background, demographics, the job details, where they gather their information from. Is it trade publications, major publications, local newspapers, TV shows, blogs? You want to know where they're getting their current information from. You also want to know what goals they have, their pain points, what hobbies and sports they have, and what's their preferred method of communication. Do they prefer social media as a means of communication, or is it telephone, or is it text message? You got to find these things out. Is it email? You know, you got to learn what their preferred method of communication is. Now, all of this information about who is our buyer. Now we need to determine where is our marketplace. Now, I want you to geographically determine where is the greatest concentration of your ideal client. Where do they work? Where do they live? You also need to look at what is your service area. If you're not a nationwide business right now, maybe you're just local. Maybe your service area is maybe 50 miles. But map out what your service area is and make sure that you've got that concentration of your ideal client within that service area. Another thing that you want to consider with your marketplace is how is your industry growth? Is it growing? Is it declining? Are you paving the way in an entirely new industry? You know, you need to know this about your industry because if you're in a growing industry, you may know that. You may have some more competition that's, kind of right down the street from you. Or if you're in a declining industry, you need to do a little bit of research on what's going wrong, how your competition didn't anticipate the decline, and you need to take advantage of the shift and start doing some things correctly. As you all know, during the real estate crash, there were some real estate investors and agents that made millions of dollars while the industry was declining. It's all about the information. If you know how to act in the situation, it makes it a lot better, and you can exploit those opportunities, whether you're in a growing, declining, or new industry. Another thing to consider about your marketplace is how stiff is the competition. You want to know that. You want to know, are there any barriers rather to compete? You know, if you're going after government contracts, for an example, or some city, state, or local or county contracts, some of these things require you to have, a couple of years of tax returns and things like that. That may be a barrier to compete. You know, you also want to know about your competition, how entrenched is the marketplace with them. You want to know if there's room for you to have a little niche in that market and then expand it. Another thing that you want to consider is what's your marketplace position? Are you low price, medium price, premium price? But you have to justify your position. If you're low price, you got to have the lowest price. You got to have that price match guarantee. If you're premium price, you got to justify that. And if you're middle price, you've got to justify that as well. The key here, and one of the things that's often overlooked, is that your marketplace position is often determined by your ideal buyer. You have to look at you have to look at your ideal buyer and say, okay, you know, would they pay a medium price for the services or the products that I provide, or premium price? Or is my ideal client or customer just looking for the best possible deal? You know, these are things that will help you determine your marketplace positioning. All right, now on to the meat and bones of this thing. It's called your communications or value strategy. Now, this is what you're actually going to be communicating to your target audience here. And I like to call it 911 EMS. It's all of your communications have to do these three things simultaneously, and you have to be very good at them. Now, if you follow this process, you'll see that all of your marketing will flow better actually. Every blog post that you put out, every social media post that you put out, every email that you send out, every ebook that you write, if you follow this simple three-part strategy to your communications or your value strategy, you'll see a better flow and you'll get a lot better response from the information or the value messages that you put out there. The first part is educate. Okay, you have to educate, especially if you're in the service industry, and what you do, you offer some type of service to either individuals or business professionals or businesses. You know, you have to educate your clients and your target audience on what it is that you do. You know, you have to um, inform them about, you know, why you are needed in the marketplace, period, you know, and why they should work with you. Now, the second phase of that is market. You know, you have to communicate that value strategy, that value position that we talked about earlier. What makes you unique, what differentiates you, you know, what's your brand, what's the final outcome that you provide. You know, that is your marketing. You know, that's what separates you. That's what creates value. That X factor is your value. And that's what you want to communicate in this phase of your communications or your value strategy. And the last part is to sell. Give your target an unbelievable, unresistible offer. You know, whether if it's free shipping or whether it's a 25% off discount, you know, give them something that will make it almost impossible for them to say, no, I can't do business with you. Now, if you do get a no, don't be upset because that tends not to be your ideal buyer anyway. Okay? Just move on to the next one. That one no is getting you closer to that yes. Now, the biggest part in your value strategy is consistency. And as a new business, you have to be consistent with your messaging and with your branding across all platforms, meaning your website, your email, your social media, or any speaking engagements that you're doing, any pitches that you're doing to clients, all your telephone calls, and if you're out and about doing some personal networking, you have to be consistent about what you're saying and how you're portraying your brand. Why this helps is it promotes consistency with your target market. Okay, you know how marketing works is a lot about frequency and quality. So if you're promoting a quality message frequently the same time, that message will begin to take on a life of itself and people will begin to buy into it. But the one thing that people have to see across the platforms is consistency. So I last heard that it takes about 7 to 8 touches for someone to become a customer. So that means you've got to be consistent across 6, 7, 8 different channels of communication for that really to sink in and register with somebody. So remember this value strategy. If you're writing a blog post, you can do 3 paragraphs. Your first paragraph can be about educating your audience on the topic or on the service. Okay? You have to market using your value positioning, your value prop, your USP, your X factor, what makes you special. Communicate that in your second paragraph. And then in your last paragraph, give that special one-of-a-kind offer that just hooks them right on in. Okay, so if you follow this three-pronged strategy here with all of your communications, you'll find out that everything will flow better, you'll get better reach, you'll get better response, because not only are you tackling all aspects of your communication, you're actually tackling all aspects of your buying cycle. Okay, you may have some people that don't know about you that need the education. You have some people that do know about you, but they need a little bit more time with you. Okay, so you need to market to them. Maybe you need to demonstrate your X factor, your value proposition, what makes you special and different from the competition. And lastly, some people just need to be sold. Some people just need that discount, that coupon, that one-of-a-kind offer. You know, some people just need the BOGO. Some people just need the free shipping. And that's what takes them over the top. But if you get into the habit of creating content that touches on all of these three aspects, you'll notice a huge spike in the responsiveness of your content. Okay, so kind of here's what I recommend for startups and in terms of marketing. And this is across the board for any new business. Okay, now these two options are low cost and very high yield. And it's something that it's relatively low budget and that you can get started right away. Now, the first one is networking. You know, just personal networking events. Yep, I said it. And you know, a lot of people are scared to get out there and shake hands and meet people and talk people eye to eye, give their elevator pitch. But here's what this is going to do for you as a new business, and if you're new to marketing. Let's say you go to a networking event with 200 people in the room. Let's say you talk to 50. You have now had 50 opportunities to make quick fine-tuning of your pitch, of your value strategy on the spot. Okay, and that would take you months of blogging before you even got someone to write a comment and let you know that what you're doing is great, you know. um, but that's what it gives you, that immediate feedback. You know, you'll know if you're resonating with somebody or not. You know, you'll know if someone's understanding what you're offering, what value that you provide to the marketplace right when you're talking to them. So, you know, nothing beats personal networking. Nothing gets, you know, nothing beats getting out there and hustling a little bit, shaking hands, you know, and meeting people, telling them what it is that you do and how you offer value to them. The second way that new businesses can really take advantage right now in the fourth quarter is with their online marketing. You know, really take the time right now to develop some content and stick to it. Whether it's a blog, a podcast, a video, whether it's slide shares, webinars, trainings, whether it's writing ebooks or providing just a weekly newsletter, get to some form of online marketing, right? Create that content and share that across social media. You know, if you're in the services industry, you know, LinkedIn is huge. So you can write a blog post about something that relates to your industry, to a group of people that it relates to. So you write a relatable blog post and you post it in a relatable group. You know, I said this the other day. It's like throwing fresh meat into a shark tank. You know, it's you're giving the people exactly what they want. And really, you know, online marketing, you know, really doesn't cost you too much, but the time to create your content. You know, you may have to purchase some software if you don't have a basic Microsoft Office suite. You know, but a lot of this stuff can be done with a smartphone or with a PC or tablet. You don't need expensive software to get the ground to hit the ground running with some basic online marketing, i.e. in the forms of blogs, videos, um, in a podcast. These are just some very basic forms of content production that you can start creating for your market. Now that we've done all the work, we've identified who we are as a business. We've identified who our ideal buyer is. We've identified where our marketplace is, and we've identified a couple of strategies for marketing our new business. So the next step is the tools. So now that you've got the know-how, let's talk about what you need to make some money today. The first up is a business card or a calling card. Okay, if you're out there networking, you have to give people a way to get back to you in the form of a phone call, an email, or a website visit, where they type in their name and address for a free download of some sort, or to join your mailing list. But to get started right now, to making some money, you've got to this is the simplest, easy, most cost-effective giveaway that you could possibly have. You absolutely have to have a professional-looking business card. Uh, Now, there are a lot of free sites out here, but don't opt for the free version. I recommend that you go with, something a little bit more upscale, because right now it's all about marketing and making an impression for these initial stages of your business. Okay, so the goal here is to reach as many people and make a meaningful impact with as many people as possible. And just right off the gate, if you're talking with somebody and you hand them a professional business card, right off the bat, their perception actually has changed. And now you hand somebody a professional business card, believe it or not, they will pay more attention to you and listen harder to what it is that you're saying to them. It just is. I don't know why it is the way it is, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you give somebody a business card that you just printed off, they're not going to pay you any attention, and they're not going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So having a professional business card really gets your target's attention, especially when when you are in their face. The next is, you want to have a great logo. Something that stands out, something that when people see, they immediately know who you are and what you have to offer. Now, these are just some of the logos that we've designed for our customers. You notice that each one is unique to each individual business. And that's why it's so key to having, someone professional to work with, because they can take your business vision and make it a reality for you. Now, as you can see, these are very detailed logos. These are not your run-of-the-mill logos. And one of the things, just like the professional business card, we want to have a professional logo. It makes you stand out once again. It increases that perception, that brand equity with people. And it's absolutely key to have across social media, not only on your business card or your website or anything like that, but this is the branding that you have to consistently pump out to the marketplace for them to see. This is the visual branding. Okay, we talked about the content, but this is the graphical or the visual branding that you want to put out along with that content. And of course, you got to have a website these days. We're going into 2015 in a few months here, and if you're not online, your customers can't find you. Just simple as that. These are just some great business websites that startups can have right now, so that you can feel confident about directing traffic, directing people to your website. With any of these designs, if you're at a networking event or you're doing some online marketing and you're posting links back to your website, you don't want to have that kind of icky feeling that, my site's not as great as it could be, or, I hope they like it or anything like that. No. Okay, when you've got a great professional looking website, you can go out and share your value with people, that X factor that you have with your business, you can communicate that to them with confidence, knowing that, you know, everybody that you add value to, that you communicate your value strategy with, you're directing them to a professional website that they can actually do business with and conduct business with you on. Learn more about your business and ways to actually give you money. Okay? So, this is directly, I want to offer this to you guys. It's called the Startup Marketing Package, and it's everything that you need to get sales and to promote your business. It's done for you. Okay, now what we want to offer to you right now is a professional website, as we discussed, the business email address, the logo design, the business card design, a social media profile design, okay, all for $100 down and $20 a month for a regular website and $35 a month for an e-commerce website. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a free mobile website. That way your customers can reach you no matter where they are. Okay, just right now, mobile is insane right now. If you don't have a mobile website, you're not on the cutting edge. You know, right now, just about 60% of all purchasing begins on a smartphone. And you definitely want to be in your client's pockets via their smartphone. So the free mobile website, it's attractive, you know, it's functional, it's social friendly, it will get your customers to do business with you on a mobile device. Okay, not only that, we're throwing in free website hosting. Okay, with any website it needs to be hosted somewhere. We've got the best website hosts server company around, and what we're offering at a $99 value is free website hosting. Your website's going to stay up, it's going to stay fast, and it's going to have very very short load times. Now, we've all gone to websites and we typed in the URL and it seems like it took forever to come up. Your website's it's going to be fast, it's going to be functional, and it's going to be safe and secure. On top of that, you get a free consultation with me. You know, we talk about your marketing strategy, and we can strategize on some ways that you can directly attack your target audience right now in preparation for fourth quarter. Now, I really hope you take advantage of this offer right now. It's $100 down, $20 a month. You know, think of it as a supreme investment in your business. You know, what better way to start our fourth quarter with a professional brand that you can be confident about and feel great at promoting and talking to people about your business. You know, just think about this. Hey, you're in a networking event, you're handing somebody a professional business card with all the confidence in the world, knowing that when they check you out, they're going to a great website, and then you know in your head that there is no reason why this person can't do business with you today. You know, give me a call to get started, 678-820-9577. Mention ULGA to get this deal as well. Once again, my name is Sterling Perry with Cent Media Marketing, Atlanta's #1 choice for websites and online marketing, helping you to thrive online in the fourth quarter of 2014. Okay, don't miss out on this deal. $100 down and $20 a month for everything that you see here. The professional website, the business email address, logo design, business card design, the social media profile design, and not to mention almost $350 worth of free add-ons. You know, you got the free mobile website, the free website hosting, and the free consultation with me. You know, 678-820-9577. Give us a call today, and we can get you started. And you can be online promoting your business in as little as the next 4 days. Folks, that's the turnaround time. So if you thought this was going to take a long time, no. 4 days is our turnaround time on this, so by the end of the week. Okay, so feel free to give me a call, 678-820-9577, or visit scentmedia.com, SENTMEDIA.com, for more information or to schedule an appointment with me, Sterling Perry. I wish you the best of luck in fourth quarter in all your endeavors. My name is Sterling Perry. Have a great evening, a great rest of the day, and knock out your business in 2014 with this unbelievable deal. If you want to learn more, follow me on Twitter at Scent Media. You can follow me on Facebook, Scent Media Marketing, or you can just go to scentmedia.com to connect with me on all of my social media channels. Get to my blog, my podcast, and see what other training videos that I have coming up for small businesses. It's been a joy, and I look forward to talking with you. Thanks so much.